What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Let's Play here on the Bedrock edition. Now, today we are going to be quickly venturing into the Nether because we need some Nether quartz to progress with any sort of redstone gizmos that we need to set up. As you can see from our map, let me just quickly do one of them, get our map out. As you can see, I've gone around the entire map and explored it all. Now, I found quite a few. In the centre there is, what's it called? It's like Extreme Big Hills or something like that biome, but there's like emeralds under the ground there. And I found a massive cave system in the centre that I probably went caving for the better part of around about 2 to 3 hours. And I will show you all of our goodies. So as you can see, we've got an absolute ton of iron, a load of redstone, a load of lapis. Didn't find any more diamonds. I found 8 emeralds. I'm not sure if because emeralds spawn in that area that the diamonds are less frequently spawned or generated, shall I say. But we've got nearly a couple of stacks of gold for when we need to do our powered rails. Bits and bobs of coal, but I didn't bother really gathering that too much as my inventory was full. But on my outings, I did manage to find 2 separate mob spawners, a spider one and a zombie one. But we're not going to be working on them today. I've just got a bunch of iron smelting up now. As you can see, I've got rid of our junky tree farm because it was really just... Is it getting to night time? I really don't want to get to night time. It was not looking very nice, and I actually want to do something with the sort of front entrance here. But I did go ahead and dig out a little area just across the waterway, directly across from where our window is. And we've just got a little indoor grow house for our trees. So I'm just letting them grow and then I'll come over and harvest them like as and when I need them. It's quite handy because it's out of the way. I'm going to do something to cover this up, maybe a hidden entrance within the hill. Because tree farms don't look all that great, to be honest with you. Not unless they're done properly, and that was a very slapdash sort of thing. It was a lot less slapdash than the one that I had out here, but slapdash nonetheless. But I have got somewhat prepared to head into the Nether. Oh, as you can see, I've made a couple of changes inside of here. Let's put that map back up there. That is our current world, and that is going to be our current world until the aquatic update. And I'm quite happy that I didn't actually uncover any oceans whatsoever within this map, which means that we won't actually be losing out on any of the new sort of generation. There was that blue area just over there on the left, which is kind of, it's not deep, it's like about 2 deep water, and it's not swamplands, it's just a wide lake between 2 separate biomes. I've sort of done the place up, got rid of all the odd blocks here and there, replaced it with mainly stone bricks. We've got our smooth stone slabs just as a roof in, cobblestone steps to match our little doorway here. This water thing's saved my life around about 5 or 6 times already, especially with creepers. When I've just legged it in, they just come in and suffocate. Done a little bit more just decorating, a couple of fence posts just to make it look nice and tie it in. Got rid of our furnaces, whacked them up there as you can see. I've whacked our crafting bench just in front of our mini storage system, just so it's more convenient for crafting stuff. We have got a load of food. I don't want to be taking all of this food with me just in case I die. So, food chests. We'll put our chicken away. And we'll crack on and hop in the Nether. I've made quite a big Nether portal just so that it matched the same size as this. And yeah, so I dug it out, and first of all I placed the obsidian here, and I didn't really like it. But before we go, we don't actually need our diamond pick on us. I'm just going to throw it over here in the unmarked chest, just in case we do die. It's going to be, don't really want to be losing out on diamonds this early in the game, do we? So there we go. And let's hop on through. I have got some building blocks on me. Oh, you can't access your inventory when going through the Nether portal. Oh. Achievement into the Nether. Yay. Doesn't seem to be any immediate threats, but it's quite open here, so I'm going to assume that there's going to be gas spawning at some point or another, so we'll just encase this a little bit. Like so. I have noticed as well, like while playing this, I do notice there's quite a lot of changes. The reaches, like how far you can break a block from and how far you can place a block from, is a lot further on the Bedrock edition than it is on the console edition. So let's just bring this out by a few. And also my pick block isn't working on the console edition. I'm not sure if that's because pick block's only activated in creative mode, but I know on the console edition that now I have got cobblestone in my inventory. Usually where I press right on my D-pad, which is my pick block, it works in creative in Bedrock edition, but it's not equipping the cobblestone. It's just one of them little minor things that I wish that they did have, because it makes building a lot easier now that our nether portal's nice and safe. Let's go hop over here and get what we came for, which is this lovely, lovely nether quartz. And then we're going to have a little look around. It's a lot brighter actually in the nether. So I'm fairly sure that it's like going to come through fairly decently on YouTube. Because usually when you go into the nether, it's proper, like, stupidly dark. I usually have to increase the gamma on my video after recording. Just so, as you can see, we're very nearly level 30, which means we need to get an enchanting table up and running. Because if I die now, this is like, all of that mining, the redstone, the diamonds, the lapis, all the smelting that I've been doing, all has added up to, like, this level, but hopefully in the next episode we should be making some form of an XP farm, considering we found 2 mob spawners. One of them is unfortunately a spider one, so I'm not too sure what I want to do with that. But the other one is a zombie one, which is going to help us because after exploring our maps we got no villages, which means there's no easy way of getting, I think it's potatoes and carrots, or is it just potatoes that they drop? But yeah, a zombie spawner will be handy to get potatoes and the odd bit of iron. And not to mention the XP that we'll obviously want from it for enchanting our stuff. We've got 49. It feels so bad going out here mining nether quartz without fortune on a pickaxe. But it has to be done just purely so that we can get enough for our redstone stuff. I think 1 stack should be more than enough, so 63, we need 1 more. Otherwise I'm just going to feel robbed if I don't find that last bit. Okay, there's some up there. Yep, why not? Come on. Just want the 1. And then I'll save the rest for when I've got fortune. Now, well, let's have a little look around. Don't mind me, I'm going to stand still for around about 5 or 6 seconds, just while I mark down the coordinates of our nether portal in case I happen to get lost. 60 and 5. Okay. Yeah, if you're wondering, even in my console edition, I have like a full notepad full of different coordinates of where stuff is and where stuff meets and yeah, all that goodness. But let's see if we can't. I can hear a glass already. Go away, guy. Not in the mood. Let's have a look over there. This area looks fairly decently wide open. I wouldn't mind finding some magma blocks as well, just to make the option of having an AFK sort of mob spawner. It's an easier way of killing zombies, and once the aquatic update comes out, drowning them isn't going to be a thing anymore. So yeah. Wow, this really is. Oh wow, I'm super hungry. There we go. Yeah, when I was caving, it wasn't just the area that I was in with the amount of gravel. It was literally every single cave I went into was done that way. And it was very intense caving, and it was extremely fun. Oh wow, we've got loads of glass now. Come on in. Let's see if we can't get the achievement for knocking one back at them. Yeah. No achievement? Return to sender? Is that not a thing on Bedrock? Fine, I'll take your ghast here instead. I'm happy with that. Okay, now I can't see a sign of any fortress. I'm gonna have a little wander around. If I manage to spot anything decent, I'll bring you back. Okay, and just brought you back for that because now they've chosen to give me the achievement about 5 minutes later. I've been running around and I don't really want to venture too far away from where our nether portal is. So let me just try to get my bearings. We should be back over this way somewhere. What's our coordinates at? 63, 65. So it is definitely over this way. Yeah, it's a lot more open than ever than what I'm used to. And it is just, yeah, I'm surprised that it's this open and I've not come across a nether fortress. Unless, is that one over there? Really? I headed that way for around about 10-15 minutes. I come back and there's one around about 20 yards away from my god darn it portal. Oh, okay, that's a little bit stressy. Let's just go up over there, see what's what, see if there's anything interesting. Hopefully find some chests to loot. Unless it is just like one singular bridge, and then I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. Let's just make our way over there. Da, 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 da. Now, let's think about... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was completely lost in my thought there. The thing that we want to be working towards today is obviously our food situation. Having to go round and manually killing animals whenever I run out or run low of food. I'm tending to, because I did go out adventuring quite a bit, I tended to just kill absolutely everything that I came across. Let me get some building blocks on us, just so we can hop up. Yeah, I ended up just killing everything that was coming across me. So food right this immediate second isn't an immediate issue, but obviously it's something that I would much prefer to... Come on, guy. Where'd you go? Oh, rude. That pigman just knocked him straight off the platform. Oh. Oh, peace out. Sketty. No, I actually prefer the wither skeletons than these guys. Come on. There we go. Get wrecked. This way? You know what? I'm going to start doing what I usually do, and I'm just going to make arrows using my torches. Just so I don't get lost. At least these guys can't shoot you from afar. Okay. Dead end? Yep, of course. It would be. Why wouldn't it? So, have something to munch. And let's head on over this way. Let me guess, dead end? No, but weird. I can hear something up top. That goes off that way. Just fire. Okay, well, I'm going to have a little roam around here, and I'll bring you back if I find any chests. Alright then guys, I've managed to make it back out of the nether in one piece and it's night time, which I did not realise. And I did make it out with all of my levels intact. And I brought back all the goodies that we managed to collect. So we've got our blaze rods, we've got a ghast here, we've got a ton of stone swords. Now I've already gone ahead and started crafting up some bits and bobs. Thank God, I felt lost without like redstone gadgets and gizmos. We got a dispenser, a hopper, a comparator, repeater. We're also actually going to need a bucket of lava. So let's grab you and let's make a bucket, please. Thank you. Let's quickly hop down. Oh, I've just picked up all of them. All of them swords I just threw out. I've just literally done a tutorial on a trash can that probably went out a few weeks ago, and clearly I don't make use of my tutorials that much. I really should just make a trash can because that thing wouldn't happen. Oh yeah, also if you have seen that tutorial of the trash can, you can use a trap chest instead of a standard chest to prevent your items from going into the the hopper underneath until you're 100% sure that you want to get rid of them. What is that achievement for? Dispense with this. Okay, just construct a dispenser. About to say, I've done nothing. I've been running around. What is it, eating mutton? Okay, there's got to be lava down here somewhere. Lava. Okay, there it is. That's not going to be helpful, is it? You know what, let's just break a hole in this. Hopefully there should be lava just underneath. Okay, that is fine. Now grab a bucket of you. Right, thank you. Might as well take that obsidian. Let's quickly patch up this hole because no doubt I'll come down here later and I'll fall in it. There we go. And then back up. Now the chicken sort of automatic cooker thing, I'm fairly sure that it should just be the bog standard way of building it. It should work. And it is extremely simple as long as I make sure that I've got everything on me. Dispenser, hopper, yada yada yada. It looks like we're all good to go. Let's get our upper picks on our hotbar. Okay, so I want to just clear out a little area. I want it dead center as soon as we come in, just so we've got something here. Let's say we want it to go at least 3 back. At last. Oh my god, I can't wait to get enchanted tools. It was torturous digging out the area that I had to build the tree farm in. Like, really, really torturous. I've got how bad it is using unenchanted tools. Okay, sidetracking. Have we got any... We've got some glass blocks actually. Got any stone bricks as well, just for our facade. Grab some more stone. Okie dokes, so we want we're going to need 2 hoppers, aren't we? Not just 1. That's me just being stupid. Let's grab some more of wood and grab some iron. Thank you very much. And get some planks, get a chest, and there's a hopper. Thank you. We're also going to want another chest, so say some more planks. Let's make a couple of chests, and then we're going to want a chest just there. Crack that block back out. Now we're going to want a hopper going into that. We're going to want our dispenser facing out to there. Fairly sure that's right. Yeah, I think it is. We're just going to go with it and see if it works. That's pretty much how I'm playing this. I've not even tested this build. I'm just hoping that it works. Mainly because it was on the bug fix list. We will hunt a half slab just sitting on top of here. So then the eggs will get dispensed into that. And then they will hopefully hatch. And then we want a hopper. Our chicken should be sitting just up on top of there. Then we are going to want some building blocks. Say just like so. And then maybe some stone bricks. So we're going to want to encase this. So stone. We're going to want glass. Let's break out a little bit more room, shall we? Getting chickens in here is going to be fun. I might just get some chickens and just gather the eggs from them and then hatch the eggs up here first, rather than trying to lure chickens all the way up over here. Now we're going to want a half slabby jabby, say, Oh, we don't want a half slab, do we? That's great. No, I didn't want you andesite. Get on over here. Glass. Glass sounds good. So then we can see what is going on. Might as well run glass all the way up. I'll probably extend this ceiling bit, make a couple of little cosmetic changes, and then we're going to want our stone bricks. And then I'm fairly sure that it works if we just put the lava like that. So that way when the dispenser fires the eggs, they hatch within the half slab, and then when they grow up, their head sort of catches fire. Is that correct? I think it is. Oh, I'm fairly sure we'll find out soon enough anyway. Now, to avoid any mishaps, let me just cover that bit up like so. We're going to want an actual, and goodbye block, an actual cosmetic block just there, because we're going to want our chickens just sitting up here. Let me make a little sort of closed in area for said chickens. Yeah, I think we could tidy that up to make it look fairly decent. Maybe whack the stone brick steps here instead of stone blocks. But I'm just going to leave it open for the time being, just so I can hopefully lure some chickens. How high can we go? We go pretty high, that's fine. And there goes that pick. Awesome. Now, 1, 2, 3. Have we got any more stone bricks on us? Nope, but we can craft some. Sweet. And then break you. We're going to need this to come up at least 2 high. And then that way I can just nudge the chickens in there. Now, do we want that block to be a glass block? We've got 1 glass block left. Just so that we can see the chickens up top. And there goes the stone brick. Awesome. So like that, I think should be fairly decently okay-ish maybe. And then put our stone brick just up there. And then obviously all of this will be tidied up. Now I'm going to go on the hunt for some chickens. I'm going to lure them up there into the hole. And hopefully when the eggs hatch, I'll bring you back to see if it's actually functional or not. Oh, I've completely forgot about every single bit of redstone that I was meant to be doing, didn't I? There's me worrying about where the chickens are going and whatnot, and I've completely missed out doing the actual redstone. So we've got our dispenser here. We're going to want this to be obviously automatically dispensing the eggs as soon as they come in, but we don't want it on a continuous clock. So we're going to be using a comparator. Let's go like so. What have you got in you? Okay, fair enough. And then we want repeater, and then repeater, and then say a bit of redstone dust, and then a block that we don't care about. Oh no. And that's all working. Sweet. That was very simple. I'm not sure if I should have kept you here for that, but I did completely forget about it. Let's just patch that back over. And then what we're going to want to do is just light up down there. I'm not worried about mobs spawning down there. It's just lighting updates. If you've got a torch next to your redstone stuff, it tends to cause a lot less lag because the redstone dust gives lighting updates, and we really don't want that happening so much, because obviously after a while the redstone gizmos and farms and whatnot. Really did that just happen? Look, he's so happy to be here. No, where's he going? We need to get seeds quickly. Seeds. There you are. How beautiful was that if he just stayed there? Come on. Oh, no way. Is that really two? Come on. Come through the water. You can make it go. Come on. Oh, come on. He's going to drown in there, isn't he? No. Oh, okay, well, never mind. We've got one, I guess. And then up we go. You following? Can you come upstairs? Is that a thing you can do? All the way up. Come on, go. Let's bust out a couple more blocks. Come on. There you go. Now get in your new home. There you go. Okay, well that's one chicken. I want at least 4 or 5 in there, so I'm going to go on the hunt, and I'll bring you back in a bit. And we're back, guys. Now, it's actually a day or so later. I went out looking for chickens. As you can see, little bits changed out here. I went out looking for chickens, and I found another hole just randomly over down that way. And I couldn't help myself. I went exploring it. It ended up being another massive cave system. So I ended up going caving again for the better part of another like 2 or 3 hours. And yeah, so time sort of got away from me when I was meant to be finishing up the recording for this episode. Let me just harvest this sugarcane. Now, whoops, daisy. You can see now that I've been breeding up a bunch of cows because we need cows for the leather, we need the sugarcane for the paper, to make the books, to make the bookcases, enable to enchant, because as you can see my level is now 36. I can show you all of the goodies that we've gotten so far. We've got an absolute ton of iron. I went round collecting the coal, got a load of redstone, a load of gold, a load of lapis, quite a few more diamonds, ran a bit of obsidian that I ended up picking up accidentally, a couple more emeralds I think from our last thing, and then I've got the nether quartz sitting in there as well. Now our chicken farm, as you can see, I changed. I moved the furnaces from over here just to above our storage area. They're all filled up and they were just smelting up some stone for me, so I wanted to carry on doing the hallways going down either way. Now this is working brilliantly, and as you can see, it's like we've got a bunch of baby chickens. What's happening though is that they're sort of working in cycles, as in you'll get like 5 or 6 baby chickens. As soon as they all grow up 20 minutes later, they all die, and then 5 or 6 will then appear from the next lot of eggs that are fired. And yeah, so let me just quickly sleep. I don't want any stray mobs coming in to ruin our day. But the thing with it is that it's giving us just normal raw chicken, and the feathers obviously. This is only literally around about an hour or so of me being within render distance of it, because when I was over there, I'll show you what I found over that way in a bit. Yeah, this is only about an hour or so later, and it's already got 39 bits of raw chicken. But it's not cooking it, which is a little bit weird considering that they're being killed by fire from the lava. But by what I can tell, I'm not losing any of the drops. It just means that I'm going to have to go ahead and cook all of this. Just throw it into one of our furnaces. They're all fully stocked. Now, obviously, we're going to be getting a load of steak from the cows when we go harvesting. But yeah, it's a necessary thing considering that we've got no villages, or there's no like immediate plans to be hunting down the end what's it called, stronghold. Let me just quickly replant this. So there's no way of us getting books other than actually manually making them to then make the bookcases enable to, well, to enable us to be able to start enchanting. And I really need enchanted tools. I'm going through iron picks like nothing. I'm trying my best not to use my diamond pick unless I'm caving and it's like the last thing I have on me able to gather resources. But yes, I've gone through at least around about a stack and a half worth of iron just through iron picks when I go caving. Let me quickly hop in here and breed all of these guys up. I should not have done that. Look, go away from the gate first. And everyone get happy and have something to eat. And make it a babies. That's all of my week on. But now we've got a bunch of baby cows. I'm not seeing any passive mob cap limit like we've got on the console edition. Like by now, it definitely would have come up saying you've reached maximum amount of breeding cows, pigs, sheep, and whatever it is. But I've not had that come up at all, and I've been breeding these for a while now. As you can see, there's quite a lot here. And as you can see, we've got, I think I've got like about 8 chickens sitting up top. Because I ended up getting 3 or 4 of them. After having 2 or 3 of them die in this water, I then removed the water to be able to get them across. And I managed to get 3 or 4 of them in there, then I bred them a couple of times and let them grow up. But yeah, it doesn't appear to be affecting the passive sort of mob spawns. Like I've not been limited on breeding the cows yet, so whether that's a thing in Bedrock Edition, I'm not sure. I did hop into my creative, like my redstone test world. I'm just going to start heading over to show you what I found near words anyway while I talk. I've tested in the redstone test world regarding the hostile mobs, and it actually allowed me to use a spawn egg to the point where it would completely lock up my game, where my frame rate would drop to around about maybe 5 or 6 frames per second, and that was hitting around about 200 to 250 hostile mobs. So that was a little bit insane, and I'm looking forward to the fact that if there is no hostile or passive mob count, then the sort of farm ideas that I could probably build on the Bedrock Edition is quite good. Yeah, as you can see, I just dug a straight line to this spawner after finding it. This was the massive cave system that I found. And I went through and I lit it all up. Obviously, there's still like iron and coal in the walls here and there. Like where I was run out of my iron pick and I was only picking up the redstone and the lapis because my inventory was full. And then I came across this. It was completely covered up and I could just hear the spiders hissing. But I've not checked in these chests yet, so I thought I'd bring you along for that. Oh, sweet, we've got a couple of saddles, which means we can get a horse to run around on. Pumpkin seeds we don't need. We really need melon seeds. Bit of gunpowder. We've got a name tag. Happy days. And what else we got? We've got a couple of music discs. They both the exact same cat. Yeah, both the exact same. Get some string. Got some more wheat. Zombie flesh. Golden apple. Not overly great. I was sort of praying for a mending book, but yeah, it's that's quite a far reach for a chest in a dungeon. The other 2 dungeons, I've also not bothered checking the chests in yet. Now, I don't know whether or not to go ahead and build a mob spawner for these spiders because they are a major pain to deal with, but the string would be a lot more handier than getting the rotten flesh from the zombies, from the zombie spawner. Plus, this one is around about 3 times closer than the other one. The zombie spawn is at 455 and 507, so it'll be about another, or nearly 250 blocks that way past this one, and it would be around about 100 or so blocks over that way. Which is yeah, it's quite long to go back and forth, obviously, and this is pretty funny. So I think it's around about 200 blocks, and I can run. Hello, it's a little bit of a dark cave. I don't want that there. And Really? Is this another cave system that I've just not bothered exploring yet? If I go down now, I'm just going to get sort of carried away for another couple of hours that I'll end up losing time on. But we'll head back to base if... Is that the right way? I can hear a skeleton. Ow. I can feel a skeleton. Where did... Oh, there he is. Get lost for you. Okay. Yep, it looks like I need to do a little bit more exploring around here then. I think I'm heading back the right way. Well, I'm hoping I'm heading back the right way. Let's quickly drain out our food. And need to eat. I've only got one mutton chop. I'm hoping that we've gone back the right way. If we've just headed straight back to the spider spawn, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. And no, we are at the right place. There we go. Thank God for that, because we're completely out of food. And give us some chicken. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, now I was hoping on doing something with this front entrance in this episode, but as you can see, I don't want this to be a permanent fixture, all these cows and these crops here. So that's going to be put on hold for an episode or two while I get enough books and stuff together to create an enchanting station, because obviously I don't want to go ahead with the mob spawner before I've even got somewhere to be able to enchant stuff with, because otherwise it will just be me gaining levels for like no reason whatsoever. But I'm going to carry on doing bits and pieces in here in the meantime while I sort of gather the books, and then I'm not too sure what we'll be tackling in our next episode. But oh yeah, also I was once again getting sidetracked. If you have a look, we have actually managed to get our original skin from the Xbox One edition. It was actually in a skin pack. It cost me £1.69 to be able to get it, which is a little bit ridiculous considering that it was a free skin on the Xbox One edition. Is it? No, not Xbox One edition. No, not Xbox edition either. Console edition. There we go. I'm just getting all sorts of confused now. But yeah, we managed to get our skin back. I didn't really like that blue skin, and I'm quite happy to have this one back. It's a Templar Knight, and it actually sort of goes with the armor when you wear it. So you can still see my face, my mouth, and my eyes. I have actually got a custom skin on my PC on like the Java edition, but unfortunately the console hasn't allowed you to port it over for some strange reason. We're even getting like passive mobs spawning everywhere. Even with Dismantled, that would never happen on console edition, but I'm happy it is happening. But yeah, for today, I think that is going to do it for me, and hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. Hopefully we'll be tackling some more redstone fun in our next episode, and I'll hopefully see you all next time. Bye bye.